fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Hello everyone, my name is the Mac Attack here, and welcome to a brand new DC news video on my DC channel. And today we are going forward to a possible confirmation for the new upcoming Flash film that is coming to theaters this November of 2022 that stars Ezra Miller as the Flash, who we all know is of course the Flash in the DCEU that was casted by Zack Snyder himself. So now, take this news with a grain of salt because it's not confirmed. But this post comes from Grace Randolph. You may know who she is, but as her post says, as I've told you with update, hashtag The Flash, Batfleck's final appearance, old footage of Henry Cavill used on TV, a new Justice League formed, Supergirl is the new Superman of the DCEU, so bye-bye Henry Cavill Superman. Michael Keaton working with Black Canary, both of them picking Batgirl as the new Batman, and this is the new DC Comics. Let's be open-minded and give it a fair shot. Why don't we? Fuck no. Fuck no. Again, this is not confirmed, but we all know in our mind right now, knowing Warner Brothers in their sheer stupidity at its finest, they're gonna make this happen. This is what the Flash movie is gonna end up becoming, even if we don't believe this is what they're gonna do with it. They're gonna find a whole lot of ways to erase the whole SnyderVerse from the Flash. That way they can birth their own non-SnyderVerse. It fucking pisses me off. But, and then other than one thing is, but one thing I will go ahead and tell you guys, if this ends up being true for the Flash, Warner Brothers' DCEU is fucking dead. The DC movies are dead thanks to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers don't know what the fuck they're doing with their movies. Clearly don't know what the fuck they're doing, because now it's like it's always been. It's always about not listening to the fans when it comes to Warner Brothers. And Warner Brothers, with their movies, they always continue to try to pass Marvel Studios at making the greatest films and content in history. And do you ever see that happening? No, because Warner Brothers apparently didn't know how to make good movies when it came to Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. Not that I'm talking shit about those movies. Don't get me wrong. I love those movies. Zack Snyder is the blueprint, like always. Warner Brothers, those movies under Zack Snyder failed, not because of Zack Snyder, because of Warner Brothers. It has been that clear, and it's been known the whole time, that it's not Zack Snyder's fault that his DC films failed. It was Warner Brothers' fault. Warner Brothers blamed the failure of those movies on him, and that is why they decided to act so shitty with Zack Snyder during the events of making his original vision of Justice League before the shitty-ass movie by Joss Whedon, Justice League, came into the theaters. And it's not good at all, since Warner Brothers had to be so shitty with Zack Snyder while he's literally grieving for the loss of his daughter. It's so not fair that Warner Brothers were so shitty to him this whole time. It's not Zack Snyder's fault that those movies did bad. It's Warner Brothers' fault. It's always been clear. Warner Brothers don't know what the fuck they're doing with these movies, and it's been that clear the whole time. Do I think that if this ends up being what the Flash movie ends up being, do I think that this means the SnyderVerse is erased? From Warner Brothers' point and perspective, yes. From the theatrical universe made by Warner Bros., yes. But does this mean that the SnyderVerse will not be restored? No. Fuck no. We all know, very clear, something's coming from Zack Snyder, at least until he releases his 2 non-DC films, which are Rebel Moon and Planet of the Dead, which I think is the title of the sequel for Army of the Dead. But he's working on those 2 movies first, so after those 2 movies are done, he might just, it depends on what Discovery decides to confirm, and if they do listen to the fans about wanting the SnyderVerse being back, we all know what this means. They're going to be listening to all the SnyderVerse fans out there. They're going to restore the SnyderVerse. They're going to say, hey, Zack Snyder, we want you back. And we want all the cast and crew from your movies back as well. And we want to continue your vision and have you finish all of your 5 arc movies that you never got to finish because of Warner Brothers. That's going to, I think that's going to happen. This year is it's now 2022. And we are still yet to wait to see if Discovery's going to listen to us and give us what we want, the restoration of the SnyderVerse. And Zack Snyder has been giving us a lot of cryptic posts under DC for the past few days of the last few days of December. So you gotta think about it. And Zack Snyder himself even said before, one fan said something about, is it time to lose hope? Want to know what Zack Snyder said again this time? He answered that fan's question saying, never lose hope. You know what that means. You know what that means. He said this before he announced Zack Snyder's Justice League. His cut that he has been longing to release this whole time, that Warner Brothers did not want us to see. He literally said this before announcing the Snyder Cut, and he's saying this now, before restoring the SnyderVerse. So, I believe that this year, it doesn't matter what the Flash movie ends up doing to the SnyderVerse. It ain't gonna fucking kill the SnyderVerse. It's just gonna make the SnyderVerse even more stronger, because this film is going to be shit. The Flash is going to be shit. This movie is going to be terrible in millions of ways. And I hate that I say that. I hate that I'm saying that The Flash is going to be such a shit movie, because again, I like the idea of Michael Keaton's Batman being in the film. I like the idea. Supergirl in the film, I think, looks super accurate to Kal-El's daughter from the comics. I like that. A second Barry Allen Flash. I think that's interesting. But so far, hearing all the rumors of what this movie is going to do, so they're going to basically try and do a new Justice League, kind of like how they did the Justice League in the CW Arrowverse. I've seen clips of what the CW did, and that's fucking terrible. I'm sorry. CW did poorly with making the Justice League. So that's what Warner Brothers is going to do with The Flash. That's how they're going to form the Justice League, and it's going to be shit. But it doesn't fucking matter if Warner Brothers wants to do so much of this dumb change in the stupid, shitty direction that they're going for with The Flash. They're not going to beat Spider-Man No Way Home. It's not. I find it so funny, though, that we got all those people saying that The Flash is going to beat Spider-Man No Way Home. What the fuck are you talking about? No, it's not. You literally know how much money Spider-Man No Way Home made. It made billions. It literally made a lot of money. And right now, it's heading to possibly become an Oscar award-winning film. At least Sony is driving to make that film to become an Oscar award-winning film, which I think it deserves it. Because again, Marvel Studios, although Marvel Studios may do some stuff that fans don't want to have happen in the Marvel Studios films, they don't do that stuff all the time. They will listen to the fans often and give us what we want. Spider-Man No Way Home was one of those big examples. We got to see the return. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen the movie, go see the film. But if you're still in the film, I warned you about the spoilers. But you already know what you've seen in the film. We get to see the return of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield back in their original Spider-Man roles and glory from both the Mark Webb verse and the Sam Raimi verse. We've all known that this was going to happen since the trailer of Spider-Man No Way Home. And since we've seen that, you've seen all those crowds fucking cheering for joy because of how phenomenal and memorable this moment was in Spider-Man No Way Home. So if you guys clearly fucking think that The Flash is going to outbeat Spider-Man No Way Home, I'm sorry, but you clearly don't know what memorable moments mean for movies. You clearly don't know how phenomenal movies are made. Oh my god, like again, I don't care if what they do with the Flash ends up being true. I don't care if they think about doing this, because it doesn't matter. This ain't gonna ruin the SnyderVerse from being restored. Because again, it's been clear. Zack Snyder's Justice League, the way the nightmare scene happened, they made it seem like that the SnyderVerse continuity, it can be from a different multiverse. And again, with Warner Brothers doing their supposed multiverse, you would at least think that the SnyderVerse can be part of that multiverse. And it doesn't matter, because with Discovery, the Discovery merger officially happening under Warner Brothers, they're going to listen to what the fans want. And Discovery's going to hear from us SnyderVerse fans that the SnyderVerse is what we want, including David Ayer's vision of his Suicide Squad movie. What do you guys think about today's video? Are you upset about this potential news and rumors about what the Flash is going to do for the future of the DCEU? Honestly, this news don't surprise me at all, but also it pisses me off too, because this shows that my skepticisms for the Flash as a movie is getting realized. And it's bad enough. I want to love this movie. I want to love this movie a lot. But the directions that I've been hearing that they are pretty much taking with this film, it's terrible. It is terrible. So basically, it's so terrible. Like, they're trying to misinterpret. They're basically trying to disrupt the whole universe that they're building. They're gonna and it's funny though, they're gonna retcon their savior of a film. Warner Brothers is gonna retcon their movie, which is Justice League. And it's funny though that they're retconning that, but do they think that this movie is gonna fix what the shitty decisions that they've done with Justice League? Oh no, definitely not. Zack Snyder's Justice League always will be a global phenomenon, like always. The Flash is gonna do bad in theaters. That's my opinion, at least. I may be wrong, but I'm just gonna say it right now. Because this decision here, there's no way DC fans would ever think that this decision's okay. Because we all want to see the regular Justice League. We don't want to see a fake-ass Justice League team. that is all I gotta say, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. The Mac Attack, signing out. Hashtag restore the SnyderVerse. Hashtag release the Ayer cut. And Warner Brothers, you're a piece of shit.